I'd say it was good to see you, but I can't see you. I know you're there. I met a girl that if I was Superman, you know, to me she would be just like kryptonite. She get too close, I'm like a bullet from a gun. I run or fly away. She says, come on baby, just take me home. I said, baby, please, you gotta let me be. She whispered, baby, it's gonna be alright. What could I do? She was kryptonite. I met a girl that if I was Superman, you know, to me she would be just like kryptonite. She make me weak, she bring me down to my knees. I couldn't even put up a fight. She says, come on baby, just take me home. I said, baby, please, you gotta let me be. She whispered, baby, it's gonna be alright. What could I do? She was kryptonite. She said, come on baby, just take me home. Oh, baby, please, you gotta let me be. She whispered, baby, it's gonna be alright. What could I do? She was kryptonite. If I was Superman, you know, to me she would be just like kryptonite. A silent song, your air's so strong, and my strength, oh, it's the price I pay. She says, come on baby, just take me home. I said, baby, please, you gotta let me be. Whisper, baby, it's gonna be alright. What could I do? She was kryptonite. She says, come on baby, just take me home. Well, baby, please, you gotta let me be. Whispered, baby, it's gonna be alright. What could I do? She was kryptonite. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I was gonna play a bunch of songs she got laid up in my head about people I probably know. Sitting on a hilltop, peering through the trees. I don't know if it's an evil eye that it's gonna set me free. I can't take it any longer, don't want you anymore. I just want back my lonely life that I had before. I don't know who your friends are, I don't know who you are anymore. Well, the moon comes up in the east, I'm watching it down in the west. As the sun comes down, I still can't believe it disregarded my behest. So I drive down from the hilltop, try to strike a compromise. I don't know if it's you or me gonna get the big surprise. I don't know who your friends are, I don't know who you are anymore. They were $50 bills and lines of cocaine, and a man with a knife in his hand, a word that I might be insane. They were $50 bills, lines of cocaine, and a man with a knife in his hand, a word that I might be insane. Well, I open up that door to the vacant late night stares. Who long since ago drank away their ability to care? And I find you in the back room behind some closed door. You're looking at me like you're some kind of $50 cocaine whore. I don't know who your friends are, I don't know who you are anymore. I don't care who your friends are, I don't know who you are anymore. They were $50 bills, lots of cocaine, and a man with a knife in his hand, a word that I might be insane. They were $50 bills, lots of cocaine, and a man with a knife in his hand, a word that I might be insane. Appreciate that. So, I find myself in a peculiar spot. I made a promise to myself many years ago. If I'm ever playing on a night like this date is tonight, that I would play a song for my father. This is the anniversary of the week of his passing. So I'd like to play a song for my dad. I hope you enjoy it. Talking to my father, try to buy a clear blue day, which only seemed more unusual, 'cause some years ago he passed away. I was talking, he was listening, I wondered what he might say. I felt the tug on my toe, and I woke up, and he slipped away. Well, I remember he was looking on me with his father eyes. Saw the pain in my face, about to teardrop from my eye. Came, stood beside me, he walked step and step. I remember feeling a little cheated, because you know what, he didn't look like he'd been dead. Then I tried to tell him where my struggles all began. I felt his hand on my shoulder, as if to say things will be better again. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. I wish we could just sit down and watch Jeter and Mo win another game. Maybe talk about some of the pay that today's players make. Talk about Mickey Mantle, or maybe Joe DiMaggio, Whitey Ford, Yogi Berra was his favorite one, you know. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. So many questions I never got to ask. Like, did he feel lonely when his father and two brothers had passed? Well, I guess he thought he should join them to welcome their mother home. But I wonder if he'd gotten so soon, if he'd known that she'd be so long. Think about some of the things he might have kept hid from when he was a young man to when he was just a little kid. So Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. Now as I look out with my own father eyes, I realize how hard it is and just how much that old man must have tried. I can't hold a candle up to most of the things that he did. There's another part of me that doesn't want to keep part of that candle lit. So I can only hope to leave what he left behind for my children and their children, and so on down the line. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. Sometimes he was a cowboy, sometimes he was a chief, but first he was my father, that's what he gave to me. First he was my father, that's what he gave to me. That's what he gave to me. I believe things happen for a reason, and this might be our season. I too love the smell of the beaches. I wanna see how long faith reaches. I see you in front of me, I see you looking right back at me. Can you see I've been weeping? I wanna know, are you happy? We're hanging on for 21 long years, had some close calls, cried a river of tears. I believe when the time is right, our two worlds, they will collide, and we will hug each other and we will cry. I see you dancing and laughing, I see you smoking and drinking. I wanna see inside of your soul, I wanna know what you've been thinking. Hanging on for 21 long years, had some close calls, cried a river of tears. I believe when the time is right, our two worlds, they will collide, and we will hug each other and we will cry. We will hug each other and we will cry. I'm so glad to have you in my life. Just wish we had lost so much time. I hear time can't stand still, so we can catch up, I know we will. We're hanging on for 21 long years, had some close calls, cried a river of tears. I believe when the time is right, our two worlds, they will collide, and we will hug each other and we will cry. We will hug each other and we will cry. You love horses and so do I. Maybe one day we can ride side by side into the sunset, 'cause I know this story ain't over yet. We're hanging on for 21 long years, had some close calls, cried a river of tears. I believe when the time is right, our two worlds, they will collide, and we will hug each other and we will cry. We will hug each other and we will cry. I will be forgiven when we cry. We'll have a new beginning when we cry. I will be forgiven when we cry. When we cry. much. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? You doing good? You getting all ready? Getting all worked up to see David cook? I hope so. Well, that's very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Speak these words, not sure if they're true. Got me weird, restless girl, tell me what else can I do? When I don't understand your dilemma, no I don't see. Just what is a girl that's still in the way of you? Loving me. So afraid to be alone, won't you take no chances? Keep telling you, hey, look away, ignoring my romances. So you try to stand tall on your rocky ground. Well, I hope that you don't fall, girl, and come tumbling down. 'Cause I won't be there to pick up your pieces. 'Cause I promised to be scattered around when you threw me your kisses. No, I don't understand your dilemma. No, I don't see. Just what is a girl that's still in the way of you? Loving me. Gonna be my woman, gonna be your man. But you made other choices, girl, and you changed our plan. You speak this word, jealousy. What's a girl that's still in the way of you? What is a girl that's still in the way of you? Tell me, what is a girl that's still in the way of you? Loving me, oh, loving me. You speak these words, not sure if they're true. Got me weary and restless, girl, tell me what else can I do? 'Cause I don't understand your dilemma, girl, no, I just don't see. What is a girl that's still in the way of you? Loving me. So baby, be alone. Don't you take no chances. Keep telling you, hey, look away, ignoring my romances. So you're trying to stand tall on your rocky ground. Well, I hope that you don't fall, girl, and come tumbling, 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 tumbling down. Oh, tumbling down. Oh, tumbling down. Oh, tumbling down. 'Cause I won't be there to pick up your pieces. Might still be scattered around when you threw me your kisses. I don't understand your dilemma, girl, I just don't see. What is a girl that's still in the way of you? What is a girl that's still in the way of you? What is a girl that's still in the way of you? Loving me, oh, loving me, oh, loving me, oh, love me, and I love you, oh, love me, won't you please love me, oh, love me. Thank you so much. Thank you. one last song I'm going to do here, and I'm going to move on. We're going to get David out here shortly. That's what I say. You do that for me, too. It's always good to hear. It does the heart good to hear those kind of things, believe it or not. So, yeah, I'm going to do one last song here for you. I got a little table out there with some t-shirts and CDs and things and a mailing list. If you're so inclined and want to get a little closer and a little more involved, come see me other places. I just played that song. This is the one I want to play. Explains a few things. I was holed up in a roadside hotel watching color TV when a state trooper and a county sheriff, they were coming after me. Before they took position, I snuck out the back window. I slipped down the bank and then I made my way out across the river. Across that river, they said, put your hands up in the air. But I was already down there and I was so out of there. I never will surrender, Lord. I always must be free. Say, God, won't you send me some luck or come down and rescue me? To avoid the fate of my predecessors, you know I headed north instead of south. And Pancho down in Mexico, you know they're looking for me, no doubt. But a man's gotta use what a man's got in his head. That's why I'm still here, and oh, Pancho is dead. Cause I crossed that river that said put your hands up in the air. But I was already down there and I was so out of there. I never will surrender, Lord. I always must be free. Say, God, won't you send me some love or come down and rescue me? Suppose there's still a warrant for me back there in that state. What it is I did, well, I'll tell you, I don't really want to ever say. But we all should know some forgiveness, cause we all make our share of mistakes. I was born a freeman and that's just how I'm gonna stay. And I crossed that river that said put your hands up in the air. But I was already down there and I was so out there. I never will surrender, Lord, I always must live free. Say, God, won't you send me some love or come down and rescue me? Little as I found freedom crossing over the state line. She had a wisp of hair across her face when her eyes, they met mine. When she moved, reminded me of a wildflower just swaying in the wind. When she came to me, man, I didn't know where to begin. And she said, cross that river, she said, put your hands up in the air. But I was already gone, man, I was so out of there. Never will surrender, Lord, you know I always must be free. Say, God, won't you send me some love or come down and rescue me? She said, cross that river, put your hands up in the air. I was already gone, man, I was so out of there. I never will surrender, Lord, I always must be free. Say, God, won't you send me some luck or come down here and rescue me? I'll see you out there. Thank you so much. Have a good night.